guys, welcome to Sports Star Extra's IPL special, and yet another week of IPL action comes to an end.
So obviously, the most talked about person in the IPL right now is Rahul Tewatia. I think he should be my hit because the way he's batting, he's predominantly a bowling all-rounder, and in the Rajasthan setup, he's a bowling all-rounder. But with the bat, when his other colleagues are failing, especially senior colleagues and experienced foreign batsmen are failing, he stood up, and his partnership with Riyan Parag was one of the best I've ever seen in the IPL. Especially one of the records I think now was 85 runs, best unbeaten six-wicket partnership, second best unbeaten six-wicket partnership, equaling Steve Smith and James Faulkner against RCB in 2014. So this was an amazing knock again, similar to the one he played against Kings and Punjab. He started off sensibly and not so slow, but he started off sensibly and he got in, and then. Not to forget, the SRH bowlers were very generous with their bowling, and from out of nowhere they took over the match. I think last week or so you've seen teams winning the match from out of nowhere. KKR's defended totals. Now you see Rajasthan chasing a total like this. Sunrisers had the match in their hands, but they just let it slip. See Sandeep Sharma, Rashid Khan. It's a cumulative bowling effort that's been spoken about for Sunrisers Hyderabad in the past. But now everyone conceded. They had every bowler in the 11 had a 10 plus run over. So that was very bad. And I think Rahul Tewatia, utilized the poor bowling, and he had his own shots. He had 4 boundaries and 2 sixes. He didn't want to hit everything out of the park. He batted really sensibly this time, and he took his side over the line with some help from Riyan Parag. So he was my hit of the day. So who was your hit of the day, Santa?
I think in your whole description of Rahul Tewatia's innings, you have mentioned Riyan Parag like thrice or 4 times maybe. Yeah, so Riyan Parag will obviously be my other hit. I watched the guy bat against Bengal in Vijay Hazare Trophy match, and that man made me change my whole report. I was done with everything, and that man came in the middle. He was batting in the middle order then also, I guess. No, actually he was an opener, I guess. And he just changed everything when we got to the end of the match. So yeah, Riyan Parag, although he was not doing the major part of the hitting that belonged to Rahul Tewatia, but he was constantly, switching the ends, rotating the strike. So
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, yeah.
The running between the wickets was amazing.
Yeah, true. And to top it all off, he ended with the Bihu dance of Asaf. So that was the moment of the day.
As I said in my description of Rahul Tewatia, I also mentioned the bowling effort of Sunrisers Hyderabad. They are the best team when it comes to defending totals. This one was a terrible miss, not just a normal miss. So you see, you don't usually see Rashid Khan bowling those kinds of lengths, and Natarajan, who's been nailing the Yorkers, bowling those kinds of lengths. Maybe they wanted to try something different, saying, Tewatia, they thought he might swing at everything. But to their unfortunate sense, I mean, he batted really sensibly and, took the side over the line. So I think Sunrisers should have stuck to the basics, and they conceded so many runs in the death overs, and it was 20 for 10 even towards the end, but then Tewatia hit a 6 and a 4 to make it 10 of 8 and then eventually winning the game. So I think the death bowling of Sunrisers was terrible today, despite having proven bowlers who nailed the Yorkers and bowled at the right spot at the death. So I think today the biggest miss was Sunrisers' death bowling and the cumulative unit, not any bowler to blame as such. So what was your miss of the day, Santa?
Yeah, talking about trying too many things, I've come to my miss, which is Rajasthan Royals trying too many things with their squad. Every day I see many switches happening. I don't know for what reason. You see Unadkat going out, Arun coming in, Arun going out, Unadkat coming in. Then Stokes, who has just come out of quarantine on October 10, just had a practice session, and you send him in the top of the order to face the new ball. I don't understand what's going on in the management. They might be thinking of something, but definitely it's not working out, and things need to change. Like ahead of the match today, there were 4 changes And you see Uthappa coming in place of a Mahipal Lomror who had done very well against RCB.
Exactly.
So I really quite can't understand what's happening. Who is like making these changes? What is happening? It's going on top of my head. So talking about the second match of the day, who would be your first hit?
I think Mumbai did really well to go on top of the table. They started the tournament with a loss against CSK. So from here, they just went on top, and now they are one of the favorites to finish in the top two spots and play in the qualifier one. I think, and that has to do a lot with their spin bowling today. And I think Krunal Pandya really impressed me today. Actually, with the bat also, he did 7 ball 12 towards the end. So, but I'm going to speak about his bowling performance. It was top notch today, especially when he came in. Rahane was middling everything. It was Rahane's first game, so and he was middling everything. Krunal Pandya, got him out LBW, and that was the first time Delhi Capitals slowed down in the innings. And then he dismissed a well set Shreyas Iyer. I think that was a very crucial partnership. Shreyas Iyer in the post-match presentation, he was saying that they were set in, so they could have accelerated, and with Stoinis run out, that was a big miss. They missed out on say 20-25 runs easily, and that was mainly because of Krunal Pandya and his bowling in the middle overs. He was top notch. I mean, Rahul Chahar was very economical. I think all 4 spinners did extremely well, and the best of the lot has to be the hit of the day. So that's Krunal Pandya for his all-round performance and especially his spin bowling. So, who do you think was the hit of the day?
For me, it has to be Surya Kumar Yadav, who has been in top form throughout the tournament. It's not just this IPL.
Yeah.
I remember back in his KKR days, also used to anchor the innings so well. Like when
Exactly.
the would have gone off, Surya Kumar Yadav would have come in and changed the game on any particular day. So same things happening in Mumbai Indians. He got promoted here, but here also he has been performing very well. You saw how Ishan Kishan was talking about Surya Kumar Yadav post-match, and he said that he looks up to Surya Kumar and how the man has been training ahead of the IPL, training so hard ahead of the IPL. I think he has been in very decent touch except for 2 matches against Kings 11 and RCB. That's about it. You can't always perform, but Surya Kumar Yadav is the man.
He's been the top uncapped run scorer in IPL for 2 consecutive seasons. So do you think he'll get a India call up soon?
Maybe, I don't know. Like too many people gathering up near the India road. And all due to the IPL. So moving on to the misses now. Who do you think was a miss, or what do you think was a miss in the second matchup?
I think the 5th bowler for Delhi today. Usually they have all the bases covered and one of the most complete teams in the tournament this year. But the 5th bowler was a miss for Delhi today, especially with Stoinis performing really well with the bat and the ball. Him going for nearly 12 runs per over. It was a big disadvantage for Delhi. And Harshal Patel too, he was bowling extremely well in the last game. He looked to have sealed his spot in the 11, playing 11 throughout the entire tournament. Now its spot again comes into a question. Maybe Avesh Khan or Ishant Sharma could be drafted in after this, mainly because he was bowling in the middle overs and he conceded 20 in his 2 overs. So that was a big miss. And with that, it was left to Stoinis to contain the runs. And again, Akshar Patel didn't bowl his full quota, bowled only 3 overs. So only 3 bowlers bowled 4 overs today. So the 5th bowler's spot was a kind of Shreyas Iyer was in a dilemma, to choose and give it to some bowler. He didn't know what to do because everyone other than the 3 main bowlers, they were expensive. Maybe he could have given that extra over to Akshar Patel in the middle overs, but he didn't want to give it to him. He gave Stoinis a 3rd over, and Harshal Patel's 2 overs were expensive as well. So that's 5 really expensive overs, especially when a team like Mumbai is chasing him. Every single batsman in the 11 are power hitters. So it was a difficult choice for Shreyas Iyer, and I think he faltered with his choice to give Marcus Stoinis and Harshal Patel wrong overs, and the 5th bowler was my biggest miss for Delhi this game. So who do you think, who or what factor do you think was biggest miss of the game?
Talking about your bowlers, I think especially after Amit Mishra is gone, I think with the mid-season transfer coming along, maybe Delhi needs a leg spinner to in the ranks, yeah, to strengthen the squad. Now, moving on to my miss, it was just one of those days for Prithvi Shaw when he just couldn't get anything right. First of all, with the bat, Prithvi Shaw has had a mixed season, right? Sometimes very good and then not performing the next match. So not one of those days with the bat, but then again I was surprised to see that he has been a disaster on the field today. First in the 13th over he lets a ball slip between his fields, but then again slip between his legs. But then again in this season of the IPL we have seen terrible fielding also. Nice catches, but terrible fielding at the same time. He lets one slip between his legs for a boundary, and you saw how Shreyas Iyer reacted to that. And then again, move on to the 18th over, and you see him dropping a catch of Ishan Kishan at boundary, and that ball lobs down for a 6. So that happened, and in the last over again, he was stationed at point, and he misfielded again.
And we have a mouth-watering contest between RCB and India. Both teams have 4 wins and 2 losses from 6 games, so it's going to be fight for the top spot again, because they win, they'll be tied with Mumbai and Delhi. So talking about that game, who do you think is the main talking point when it comes to a contest within a contest in that game?
Battle within a battle will be it will be interesting to see Pat Cummins go up against Devdutt Padikkal, who has been in terrific form this season.
Exactly.
And I don't know what will happen. Pat Cummins has been there and not there again at the same time. So I don't know how this will turn out, but it should be an interesting watch. Speaking about that, this is not a battle within a battle, but then again, I'd be interested to see in how Sunil Narine performs tomorrow, because the on-field umpires have reported him for a suspected action, and a breach of that again might bring in trouble for the KKR squad. Who are you looking forward to?
I'm actually looking forward to Chris Morris. Him coming from injury, he performed really well against CSK, especially he was bought for the death bowling. And I've talked a lot about death bowling today, so another death bowler here. Chris Morris will be really interesting to see him against the likes of Andre Russell, who hasn't really clicked as a power hitter this year. He's a really good power hitter. He has one of the best strike rates in IPL history. Not just one tournament, he has an amazing strike rate. He's a power hitter. Look at his muscles, and he can just back it to outside any stadium. So against the likes of Andre Russell or even a Sunil Narine is like a floater now. So against Sunil Narine in the middle overs and the death overs, I just want to see Chris Morris performing against these power hitters from West Indies, and even Dinesh Karthik, came back to form. So there are so many power hitters in the KKR lineup. So it'll be really interesting to see Chris Morris perform against these guys. So that will be my contest.